Hello. Oh my God. Hello, Rabbit. Welcome in, Rabbit. Hello, Delta on Twitch. Side note. I once, I. Hello. I can't speak. I am aiming to, try to get at least an affiliate on Twitch for now. So if you can you watch on Twitch, but then if you don't want to, it's fine also. It's just like once I get affiliate, you can completely ignore it. I don't care once I get affiliate. But yeah, welcome. Hello. I haven't seen you in a while, Rabbit. How have you been doing? Hello, person. Oh my God, I am I haven't been exactly on time in a while, and probably because the Yapper streams are the easiest streams ever because I literally don't need to prepare anything. I don't need to prepare games. I don't need to prepare things. I just need to turn on VTube Studio, turn on OBS, and stream. Yippee! I actually have not played that much Halo. I know it exists, but genuinely, genuinely, I don't know much about Hello Neighbor. I know there's like it's like one of those like games like FNAF where it's like oh there's a like very deep lore, but I genuinely have never not really looked into it. I like the only the I remember when Hello Neighbor, I think it was Hello Neighbor 1 just came out, and then you encounter physics glitches in the triple digit. You're not even joking. Oof. But yeah, I remember like last time when I was in oh that was like when it just came out when Hello Neighbor 1 just came out, and like the first time I've even like seen Hello Neighbor was on Game Theory. It was still like Mad Pat old days. It was at the age where I was super into Finance at Freddy's, so I became super into MatPat, and then oh MatPat made a video about this random game. Do you know the song? I don't even know the song. I don't even know what the song is. Oh, anyway, rabbit. You are you're missing out. These motherfuckers are of the game, not the stream. Okay, I get it. I don't wanna get it. You're missing out on something here. So What? What? Sorry. You're missing out. On Discord, fucking Delta person and Mango has decided for some fucking reason to basically do an entire weird RP thing of my incomplete lore, which is really funny for me because it's like, oh my god, I have not even finished this yet, and they are trying to piece together stuff that I have not talked about, even though like it's so incredibly impossible to do it. But I do want to say I do want to say though it is incredible. Genuinely I love it. I love what you guys did with the RPs. Like okay, here's the thing. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts. I have yeah. I think you can. I don't know if it's like obvious or is it terrible, but I think you guys can tell that I have like I'm not making this shit up. I genuinely have an entire okay. Sorry to the gods of Phantom. Okay. Wait. Is the stream lagging? Is the stream lagging? Um. Yeah, I think it's good. It's good on my screen as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's lagging. Yeah, I think it's a you thing, but I am genuinely. How the fuck do you guys write like this? You guys are so good at writing. Unironically, holy fuck, I'm like genuinely so impressed. Because okay, I have like this entire world in my hello Mingo, welcome in. But yeah, I have this entire fucking lore in my head that I want to that I want to present to all of you guys. But then I'm like, how the fuck do I write? How the fuck do I do I present my how do I present my writing? I'm not good at writing. I've never done like anything related to writing. And I see you guys just casually like write. with like RP role play, like with like amazing, like is everything happening on Twitch? Because yeah, everything's happening on Twitch. So I've been asking, I'm asking those who can. If you can, it's fine. If you can, it's fine. I'm asking those who can to temporarily, at least until I get affiliate, to kind of move to Twitch so that I can finally get affiliate. Don't worry, you guys don't need to stay there forever. Once I get affiliate, fine. It's just a small little favor. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for here. Thank you everyone for being here. But holy fuck, how the fuck do you write this? You wish you could go on Twitch. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine if you can't. It's fine if you can. It doesn't matter. I just need three average viewers for 4 streams. 3 for 4. Yes. But yeah. Oh, okay. I am so. There's only one way to get good at writing, and you. Oh no! Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. No, don't say it. Okay, here's the thing. But the problem with me with writing is not that I can't write. Okay, I have written stuff. The problem with me in writing is that my ADHD just doesn't allow me to finish one paragraph in quickly, unless there's like some type of pressure going on. And when I say pressure, I mean like, oh my god, I have to do it for an exam. You got a ton of maps for Christmas? Ooh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I wish you could access Discord because I do want to see maps. I love maps. You mean fire ghosts? And it's fine. It's fine. I don't need. I don't. I do not. I do not wish to claim Christmas. It is too much work to claim Christmas. But like I can write at exams. I'm actually. And I am, here's the thing, I am a good non-fiction writer, if that makes sense. Twitch is way too laggy. Oof. I mean, one thing you can do is, just turn on Twitch, but then also watch on another platform. Just watch on 2 platforms at the same time. But that's an option. That's an option. But I'm actually writing nonfiction. So back even like back in the day, I was in like in exams. I always there in I don't know about other countries, but in Malaysia, how it usually works is in secondary school, I guess, is that oh shit, the secret is learning to write smart and copying methods that others use over the course of the years and stealing methods that seem good until eventually you successfully make a writing style that sparks a reaction and makes others break character and compliment writing, and then you export those skills to say for weak writing. Mango, Mango, I hate to break it to you. Oh my god, Mike! Hello, Mike. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. Ah, every time we come along, Mike, I'm so happy. Hello, Mike. Oh my god. Mike. Hello. Let me try using your tab. Yeah, it's fine. Uh, George, not gonna lie, Mango, you sound, you sound, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. What you just said is basically just what AI does. But yeah, hello, Mike. Oh my god, we haven't seen Mike in so long. Yeah, I've been doing genuinely amazing. How about you, Mike? You got a bunch of recreation maps from around the 1790s, 1890s, and then your grandpa got you. Oh my god, I love it. Here's the thing. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't get this kind of shit. If I so okay, the closest like kind of celebration that I have that has like these kind of like gifts and stuff is Chinese New Year, but instead of like giving presents, we are just given money, like straight up money. The people just give us money. There is no gifts, no like, oh my god, look at this very special map thing. No, it is just, hello, you get money now. Please spend responsibly. And then surprisingly, you're not gonna believe this, but I do actually spend it responsibly. No, 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 not what you write sounds like ChatGPT. No, 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 no. That's not what I mean. The line you're saying, the secret to learning to write, the secret is learning to write smart and copying methods that other use over the course of years, stealing methods that seem good until yeah, that part sounds like ChatGPT. I know it's not. Red envelopes? Oh yeah, exactly, red envelopes. So like that's literally like the only like the best equivalent I have. So I can never get like stuff I want because okay, here's the problem. If I receive like a gift, then I need to keep it because if it's something I like, it's fine. But if I receive money, as you can tell from how I interact with your guys' donation money, as you guys can tell, what I do is, oh god, I have to spend this responsibly. I have to use this nicely. I have to, okay, what can I do with this? I'm gonna use this to buy actual important stuff. No buying games. No buying stuff I want. Only important. Only future investments. I mean that is good, but part of me, so and it's still good. I'm not complaining. It's just like part of me feels like responsible usage. Exactly. Yeah. That's actually one of the responsible usage. Just bought a shit ton of FNAF games. Oh, okay. Exactly. I actually do buy that because I consider that a medical expense, which is an important expense. So yeah, I check like thank you. But yeah, in your family, Catholic, it is what it is. We just agree to draw straws. Who gives whom? Then we buy gifts we like and just trade. So it's basically actually, yeah, okay. Element 2 is pretty fun. Wait. Oh, I don't have VRs. Even I don't have a VR headset, man. I can't even play Help 101, even if I want to. Um, but I do know. I do like the thing with FNAF is I okay. I'm so into FNAF that I don't even think it would be fun for me. Because FNAF is not scary. You have to realize FNAF is not scary for me. FNAF is like pure mechanics, pure lore, pure. Oh, look at this! I like it. Doesn't really. It can't be. It really cannot give me like the sensation of, oh wow, oh my god, this is so scary. What the hell is happening? I don't know what to do. It can't. That it can't. It really can't do that for me. So if I play like FNAF, I'm not going to. I don't see myself really having fun. Even if I stream it, and here's the thing. Another problem. I'm not good at. It's also not the type of video game I can be good at. You can't fucking handle horror in the slightest bit, so you get fucked up. Now, for me, I can handle FNAF because FNAF is just jump scares. Like, maybe FNAF 4 will probably be the one that fucks up that I might get jump scared, but I won't get like scared, if that makes sense. I won't like, oh my god, help, because like I'm so familiar with the franchise now that like, okay, and that's okay, that's Bonnie's at the left door, okay, close the door here, all right, then I'll do this, okay, I got jump scared, oh fuck, oh whatever. FNAF is a trilogy, nothing else. No games can. Actually, Mango, genuinely, okay. In my opinion, if you want to like, restrict like FNAF to, I think, you just don't close it at FNAF 3 because I feel like if you close it at FNAF 3, the story just isn't really that complete. But uh close it at like Pizzeria Simulator, and the story is very good. So yeah, just close it. Like, so there is games. I no I don't know why they brought back Villain after, even though 6 was a perfect end, or 4. Yeah, that's the thing though. What they actually did, A lot of people basically like security breach and after, even though it's connected, it's literally basically just a reboot. It's a completely different game. At that point, it's genuinely not even the lore is not even connected to the all the previous FNAF games anymore. So So yeah, I just consider it a completely separate lore that has nothing to do with the previous lore except for it's considered like a spin-off, you know. That's fine. Incompleteness does not bother me. You're just accepted that some stories do not deserve to be completed. I just better left it perfect. That's the thing, though. It's not perfect. The FNAF, even like in the sister, it, like you know, even in the Pizzeria Simulator thing, the yeah, exactly. Still ones are more like spin-offs. Even in like the Pizzeria Simulator thing, like if it ended up FNAF 3, that like it's not incompleteness in the sense of, oh, I don't know the story. It's incompleteness in the sense of, I don't think Scott finished yet. There's still so much things that he would want to tell. That the story is still ongoing. Like there's not enough content to make an actual story, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Henry's speech is amazing. Oh wait, I missed Mike's message just now. I only like horror games like Dead Space where you can shoot back. Otherwise, you hate horror games because there's no agency. Then your objective is to run and solve puzzles. Good luck. Yeah, I don't like horror games either. Okay, here's the thing. Uh, weirdly, I'm not the type. I'm the type of okay. I'm scared of horror games not because I'm scared of the actual like character. It's because like when I'm playing a video game, I get really competitive, and I am scared to be a failure and die to the video game to the horror monster. I so what ends up happening is instead of getting scared, I get angry for failing for being bad at video game. I don't I don't actually I'm not actually scared of the video game. I'm angry at the video game. Like, bro, what the fuck? This is bullshit. Because okay, here's my problem. I don't get uh I have if there's one thing I'm really good at is processing things like ah this is just a game. It's fine. It's not real. The scariness just it's just an illusion, a feeling given by the game's ambiance. Like sure, it will be scary and it'll like give me like stuff, but you give me like that kind of like that kind of like feeling, but then it's like not scary. He's just milking games at this point. Remember, he released FNAF 4. He had announced originally on it being the last game. After the game came out, people did theories. They misunderstood the lore. So he needed to clear the confusion with one more game, but I can read behind. Yeah, I think everyone agrees on that. There's also like, I think he has also talked about the fact that he himself wasn't satisfied with his own story. Uh, if that makes sense, like he himself, wasn't really was not satisfied with his own story even. So yeah, so like and you can say he's milking it, but really, after FNAF 4, really like there's he only make one game that is like paid. Actually two games, but second game is more like just a fun thing. It's not really like it's really not milking it because it's just fun. That's like which is Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night definitely has lore, but then it's like okay, it's fine. We don't need to it's like it's not really like super lore heavy. It's just small little bits of William Afton's hell, like the end of like giving William Afton like the punishment he deserves, basically. But um but after FNAF 4, there was FNAF Sister Location. That one is paid, but yeah. So yeah, you can argue that he's milking the game, but then he released FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, which is free, by the way. Pizzeria Simulator is free. Bro made so much money from the previous FNAF games. He literally released a FNAF game just to end the story, just so that he can end the story the way he wants, which I can respect. He's doing to the franchise what George Lucas did with original trilogy, but with other special editions. Well, I disagree. I disagree. I genuinely disagree. I think it's more correct to say uh what George Lucas thought with the prequels. Like initially, uh like George Lucas was very very involved in the prequels, but like before like the Clone Wars like really like uh yeah, exactly. Pizza Racing is a good end for it, and Ultimate Custom is a decent little bow. Exactly, you get it, you get it. But yeah, it's like how do I put this? I'm trying to think of it right now. It's like yeah, it's like no, the prequels were okay. Like George has this entire like this entire Star Wars universe in mind. Oh, there's this thing, there's small elements, but he didn't know how to introduce it nicely, so he made the prequels. But then before that, the Clone Wars actually fleshed the prequels out. The story of the prequels just really wasn't there. The story was just not uh uh wait, isn't it custom night? Isn't it custom? Yeah. I think FNAF 2's all 20 mode is one of the hardest in the series. FNAF 2's all 20 mode. I think like the difficulty goes FNAF I think it is FNAF Ultimate all 20 of Ultimate Custom Night, of course, because that one is impossible. Then it's is it Pizza? No, it's not Pizzeria Simulator. Then I think next is I think FNAF 2. Yeah, I think next is already FNAF 2. Yeah. Oh, Delta has shifted back to YouTube. But yeah, FNAF 2 Ultimate Custom Night is one of the hardest custom nights in FNAF, I think. But yeah, back to the comparison. George Lucas was trying to like he was trying to flesh out the universe. He's trying to tell the stories he wants to tell, but the execution was not genuinely not perfect. But one thing that's different from the Star Wars prequels and what Scott did was Scott actually made good games out of like that like storytelling. Like yes, like Scott and like sister location and sister location and pizzeria simulator was definitely like it was just like Scott trying to fix up his own story, but it was also you can also but they were also genuinely good games. Like they were fun to play even without all the you're just watching the parts of the stream you miss. Okay, so how to literally master out of making it the fuck up. Yeah, but okay, here's the thing. It's obvious that Scott is making it the fuck up, but it's a little bit okay. I kind of relate with how Scott does it. It's a little bit my lore, as in I have an idea of all of the individual events that are happening throughout the entire um individual events that might the story go that how I want to present the story, but I don't know how to connect it. I don't know how to actually create a satisfying narrative. I don't know how to, make the stories so that no one will hate me if they read it. Basically, I don't know how to make the story good. The best thing I can do is give you guys a little bit tidbits and a little bit like, oh yeah, that's how my lore works over here. My lore works like that over here. My lore is like that over here. And then I genuinely hope you. But seeing you guys connect it is genuinely like for me is like genuinely really fun because I'm not good at that. I am what the fuck, Rabbit? Go to sleep. Hello, Rabbit. Go to sleep. 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 You need to go to sleep. Death of the audience. What do you mean death of the audience? Prefario's hatred is is a fun experience to witness. It's funny to see how emotional people get over little text. Yeah, I know. I know. It is okay. I would say like it's like okay. I don't. That's just a personal thing. Maybe I really don't like hatred. I really don't like hate. Uh, like I don't like hate basically because okay. I don't know. It's just breaking news. Local streamer list local VTuber learns what compassion is. But when I'm like looking at like stuff where people are displaying like a lot of hatred. I feel the hatred and I really don't like it a lot of the times. Like yeah, sometimes like if it's like personal hatred, I get it. But then it's like for me, it's like I don't want to feel other people's hatred, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, 16 hours a week, I only 2 hours late. Don't feel too bad. Um, Speaking of sleep, with the new compassion was struggling to say yes to the question of does humanity deserve to survive. I have no fucking idea. I can't answer that question because no, haters get. I know. I absolutely understand haters gonna hate. I'm not saying like, oh yeah. I'm not saying, oh yeah. Oh, I can't take it. I hate hating. I just don't like it. Like yeah, I get it. It's part of the internet. People are gonna hate stuff, but um, like I don't like seeing it. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying I can't take it. It's just I don't like seeing it. So I try to avoid it. uh, because like honestly love seeing it. Yeah, yeah. That's not why okay, weirdly like okay, this is why weirdly I am very, very invested in a lot of like YouTube dramas, but at the same time I fucking hate them, if that makes sense. Like, oh my god, I really want to know what happens, but at the same time, fucking hell, this game makes this. I really don't like seeing it. One time your comment made someone DM you a lot of spoilers. No, no, that's different. That's different. See that one's fun because that one you're trying to that's trolling. That's not hating. That's trolling. And the rage that's rage baiting. That's not really hate. That's more like stupidity. That's like more like seeing stupidity. But sometimes if you see someone who genuinely hates someone who thinks like, oh, another person needs to die, or like, oh, I don't like this. The fact that I'm looking at this person makes me angry, and like that kind of shit. You're just like you're so happy you had this much fun in that kind of person. One time you slept 14 hours when you went to your friend's house after your social battery was completely drained and you didn't have good sleep, so you were returned. You then slept for 14 hours. Yeah, I get that. I have that moments. And then they took the time to insult you that for yeah, yeah. The answer is always yes if you're empathetic to suffering of humanity. Suffering is slowed down death to struggle to say yes to struggle with what the fuck are you on about? This is like some Buddhism shit. Hold on, let me read this. If you're empathetic to the suffering of humanity, suffering is to slow down death. Struggle to say yes is to struggle with empathizing with humanity, slow death. Yes, that's literally the whole idea of Buddhism. That suffering and death is inevitable. So you have to. It is something. It is sad, but it's something that is complete. That is inevitable, and something you have to, let go. Basically, if you haven't noticed, you love attention. Brat. You're definitely a brat. You want everyone assess with you good or bad, for good or for bad. Delta, are you sure this is? Are you sure this isn't? How do I put this? Are you sure this isn't? Um, attention seeking. Wait, why do I? Of course, it's attention seeking behavior. What the hell am I saying? To be fair, if I didn't like attention, I wouldn't be fucking streaming. I guess you're gonna listen to official Rick and Morty Christmas. What the fuck? Official Rick and Morty Christmas songs? That's a thing? Can you call Delta a communally owned Discord kitten? Oh god. Delta, Mango is calling you a communally owned Discord kitten. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna. I don't know how you're gonna live through that one, man. I feel like you're gone. I feel like you have been defeated. You have been destroyed. But yeah, speaking of sleep, my newly discovered my newly discovered endocrine like thi- thyroid. Yeah, thyroid. Yeah, yeah. Let Mango thinks what he wants. Yeah, my newly discovered thyroid thing. It probably explains why I've been sleeping probably like around 12 hours a day. It's really, really not good. I've been sleeping like 12 hours a day for like couple of months now, I think. And I think I finally have the answer to why. Yippee! I'm hoping it's not permanent though. Yeah, I should own the server, but you guys aren't ready for that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know about that, Jota. I don't know. You know. There seems to be a different name that's the server owner uh beside it. Piracy problem. Yeah. It's really, really bad. I don't like it. I don't like how much I am suffering. You did not realize how. No, I did realize how EP I was. Oh wait, you didn't realize. Oh, oh. Uh, wait, you didn't realize what? Really? I basically talk about how EP I am like every time I stream. How the fuck do you not know that I'm EP? But if they're talking about like me, I do realize I just didn't know why. I thought it was like depression. I thought it was like yeah, but uh like I wasn't joking. Like I know it sounds like oh yeah I'm joking. I'm very tired. No, I'm genuinely incredibly tired when I'm very tired. 12 where you are or some uh 12 what person can do I assume you want I assume you want to rephrase that because I don't want to know what you're saying. 12 hours you are or some uh okay, yeah, sometimes I don't sleep. Okay, there are a few days where I don't sleep for 12 hours when I can't sleep for 12 hours. But I sleep a lot. It's just that's actually I when I am able to sleep I sleep a lot, which is really not good I think. Uh I mean, it's late for. Oh, you mean late for me? It's always expected for me to be tired. No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, if it's like, oh yeah, if it's like, okay, if it's late for me, then it's supposed to be. But I just I sleep at like very, very, very late every day, so I should not be that tired, even if it's like, oh, I'm basically saying I'm super tired at like 10 p.m. like equivalent for you guys, or like some shit like that. Because for me, it's like, oh, I sleep all the time at this like super, super duper late time. So I should not be feeling that tired, but I do. It's a hormone thing. Exactly. It is a hormone thing. That's what I'm saying. My thyroid hormones are fucked apparently. Daytime sleeping just isn't the same. I think there is some studies that says daytime, like, okay, I think that the thing with daytime sleeping is just you don't want you still want to receive like a certain amount of light. Like when you're awake. So it's like as long as you get like a bit of sun, like a few hours of like daytime awakeness, you're usually fine from what I heard. And you can technically change your sleep schedule so that you're more awake at night and less awake in light in no brighter brighter surroundings, which is an actual thing, I think. Because I asked my biologist friend here for about this. He says like, yeah, you can sleep. You can sleep as long as you get enough sleep every single day. You should be fine. So yeah, I trust my biologist friend because he says science stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Maybe I should not be. Maybe I should not be sleeping this late. But there's no only time I can stream without bothering people. I I don't want to. I don't want to bother like my family because only at this time can I sleep. Can I like be loud and not interrupt anyone? I still also cannot be too loud because then I Then I interrupt their sleep, which is worse. Uh, um, 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 um. You guys are still RPing it. Fucking no. Become a quiet ASMR streamer, a soft-spoken baby girl too. I don't like. Okay, I'll be perfectly real. I don't like ASMR, man. It feels weird to me. And I'm pretty sure Tavi has mentioned before, but Tavi would literally murder me if I try if I do ASMR. Tavi also doesn't like ASMR. I do it. I like to do a little bit of ASMR sounds just to just to you know just to make you guys have some fun. But I don't like in general. It's not something I want to do. The weirdness is the exact reason why. I mean, we are still RPing if Mango gets off his ass. Oh, oh. Hold on. There you go. Person's message was auto modded. Twitch thinks you're threatening me. You're murdering me as well. Good. But yeah, I just so yeah, genuinely looking at you guys is like, oh, I love what you guys have done, man. Rabbit is genuinely missing out, I think. Rabbit really likes RPing as well. So, like he literally RPs all the time in chat. I think even Rabbit really likes RPing as well, but he doesn't really he's not getting to RP with us. Oh, well, with you guys, technically, I'm not part of it because I technically already know all the story, and if I RP with you guys, it becomes incredibly awkward. Uh, well, actually, by the way, genuinely, tell Brad Delta that you already responded. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, another thing. Genuinely, I do a lot of RP in my head. I have not done. I have never done uh ER like I have never done actual live RP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mango has responded. I have never done live RP. This is one thing I've literally never done. Like, oh yeah, I RP in my head. RP. I have never RP'd with more than one person. Is that weird? We always have one-on-one group since the age of 14. Most I always RP just with myself, but I don't have I don't have anyone. I don't have an RP partner. I don't. So I am a little bit intimidated by actual live RP. Actual live RP like non-text. No, like actual RP with another person or like actually like doing the actions of the RP. Yeah, I do a little bit like poses and stuff, but I never actually like oh yeah, maybe I speak out loud. Some lines maybe I speak out loud, but I've never done like a whole ass storyline speaking out loud, speaking doing the actions, doing all the stuff. It's all just I mean yeah, that's insane, really. But yeah, also at the same time, I've never done RP with anyone else. I've always RP'd myself. By the way, okay, back when I was a kid, I know my brother did this too because my brother likes to play around with his stationery and stuff. Like RP the stationaries are like the pen is like a giant robot, evil robot monster. I but I'm not sure if he still does it. I'm scared to ask. But I do that a lot too. Back when I thought I was okay. I genuinely think, oh, am I doing something wrong? Like I thought I was like the only one that does that. Like oh, I take and then unironically, that's how I started doing my whole lore thing. That's how 4-year-old me started to imagine entire storylines and shit. And 4-year-old me storylines was so bad though. You mean live RP in person? That's crazy. Who does that? I know, right? Some people actually do that. Some people actually do live RP, and the thing, like even text based RP, I've never done. I've never even done text based RP. I've never written down my RP. My RP is always in my head. It's just me imagining an entire universe and me living a power fantasy in said universe fighting around. I've never actually write it down. So and at some point I realize at some point usually when because I don't write anything down. Some point I just remember, oh yeah, I have this entire fucking element that completely breaks the continuity. Just ignore that. Let's pretend like that never happened. But yeah, that's like RPing is but I honestly thought like for the longest time, I thought I was the only one. Like after I became a teenager, I thought I was the only one still RPing. I thought like, oh shit, that's a kids thing. RPG is a kids thing. Imagining toys coming to life, that kind of shit. I never realized that. And then because this was before I genuinely uh I genuinely went I really encountered the internet yet. Your first RP partner, you only lasted and only one that lasted more than a month. We actually thought we invented RP for a while, and it's oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, in a sense, oh my, I thought I was the only one, and then I went on the internet, and then I realized every single autistic person I've ever met has done the same exact thing. So I thought we were the only ones. Yeah, and then I realized how fucking common it is. Like the actual the Venn diagram of the intersection between uh, are people who RP and autistic people. It's unbelievably it's basically a circle. I don't think I've ever met like one autistic person that has not done that, which is surprising. It's like it's such a universal thing. I'm like, wait, I'm not the only one, and there's a lot of us. What the fuck? But I didn't know. I didn't even know about the internet yet. I know about the internet. I just wasn't really part of the internet community at that time. And I part into it, and then went on the internet, and then I finally really really got into the internet. I realized, damn, there's a lot of stupid people like me. But yeah, and okay. So, but then do you want to? Oh no, Mango. How do you want to blow my mind? But another thing. But here's the thing. Because I always RP alone, and social anxiety. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to actually ask for I'm too scared to actually ask people to RP with me because I'm scared they don't wanna like my RP because my RP actually, I actually care a lot about it. Most majority of RPers are women, men are I don't know. I I might disagree with that, to be honest. Because I've seen quite a lot of men RP, just personally. The neurotypicals not RP. I don't think they do. I think some do. Some acting kids definitely do. Theater kids, and not all theater kids. I mean, to be fair, a lot of theater kids are also not neurotypical. But I think most neurotypicals don't. They literally are in all the servers and forums you've been in for the past decade. Yeah, but I've seen guys, a lot of guys. Hello, hello, hello. Fucking damn it! I'm not running any video games. How the fuck did my PC still crash? I hate this. I hate everything. I hate it. I hate everything. Why my PC still fucking crashed? Are you shitting me? Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my god, I hate. Give me a sec. I'm restarting everything. It didn't. It's, the only thing I'm running right now is VTube Studios, and it's still fucking crashed. I want to die. How the fuck does this shit happen? Welcome black. What? Hold on, let me see what's happening here. I feel like VTube Studio is just not doesn't like me or something. You bribe. How much money did you pay my PC? Um. All right. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, neurotypical existence is best compared to a simpler, conscious akin to animals. I wouldn't say so. I would say like neurotypical, like that. Okay, I spent years, and I spent years trying to understand the mind of the neurotypical, and my conclusion is they just don't give a fuck, man. It's not that they're stupid. It's not they're not stupid or they're not simple. They just don't care about the things we care about. Like it's not about, oh, okay, my CPU is 100% usage. That would explain it. Why the fuck are you at 100% usage, CPU? Right, I'm turning my fan up to see if that helps. Okay, back. I think. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I'm back. And they just don't fucking care, and they care about so much stupid stuff. Yeah, they care about things that make sense. Oh, they care about their jobs. Uh they care about whether they have they care about like, oh yeah, it's this very normal thing. It's like not normal, I guess normal. Dot Bitcoin miner dot fire goes, guys, I think someone installed a Bitcoin a Bitcoin I don't even wanna it's not even funny anymore, man. Yeah. Yeah, we care about our jobs. But we care, but the priority our let's be honest, our priorities are not the same. And it's just like they just I think they care a lot more about, like social standing, like those kind of things that that empowers people, I guess. They care more about things that empower them. We just care about things that, you know, that that look fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking that. Maybe, but they care about eye contact and uniformity. Okay, to be fair, the eye contact thing is more instinctual. So does uniformity in the sense because like uniformity, it's like in it's eye contact. Like I would say it's still pretty funny every time I crash. Fuck you. I would say like even uh even we probably care about both eye contact and uniformity. That's something I realized as well. We care, but we thought we don't care because we are more different. But then we actually care, but it's like to improve social cohesion, nothing else. We definitely also care about eye contact or uniformity. It's just that our definition of what is eye contact and our definition of what is uniformity is probably a lot different, I guess. Like for us, uniformity is like on like specific topics, like, oh, what is like the etiquette of doing something a certain way, that kind of thing. What is like how is like, oh, like how we care about how people describe like words. That's our uniformity. We hate that. That's the whole I'm actually phenomenon, because like we care about that kind of uniformity, like uniformity in definition, I guess. And eye contact is less than we don't care about eye contact. It's more of the fact that because we don't make eye contact, we don't realize when people don't make eye contact. But if you do pay attention, if you like actually try to force yourself to pay attention to eye contact, you will realize that if the person doesn't give you eye contact, you do get frustrated. You still get frustrated because it's a very human to wish for attention. Like when you're talking to someone, it's a very normal human thing, and it's just that because we cannot handle it, we don't pay attention to it. You know. You mean words are literally useless if you don't agree on them? Exactly, exactly. See, they don't. Okay, here's the thing. That's your perspective. Your perspective is, oh yeah, words are literally useless if you don't agree on what they mean. But for on their perspective is, dude, it's just a fucking word. Why the fuck do you care? They care like what? Just care more about more important things like oh how this thing how what you can use this word for, what you do with this word, like that kind of shit. And then meanwhile we are like, oh, we want to actually that word doesn't mean that, that word means something else. It's a like okay, I'm not saying that oh I wouldn't say like there's any kind of good or bad in this kind of thing. I think it's just it's very I just think it's very interesting because fundamentally neurotypical and neurodivergent is literally just one, the ability, like social ability, self-hating autism. Okay, but yeah, one is social ability, and two is just priorities. People who have different priorities have different, and maybe that these priorities are genetic. They're either genetic or they're caused by surrounding. We don't know. We still don't know like what really causes autism. Like we know partially it's genetic. We know partially it's like surrounding shit. But that doesn't matter. The point is, it's like imagine. But I think a good way to imagine it is a person who has a completely different priority in just function and life, that there are things that you would see as completely normal that the other person completely is foreign to another person. You agree yourself with the priorities are objectively done. I genuinely disagree. Because a lot of neurotypical priorities is just, oh, I just want to be alive. If I just cut on autism, yes, I, I am the autism. But it's just like what your priorities is just whatever keeps them alive. I'm pretty sure. Our priorities are weird because our priorities are like ah. To be fair, there's also partially because there's also partially because we typically have shittier mental health. I don't know, like which is I might be getting the cause and effect in reverse here. But yeah, it's not really it's to understand the minds of the neurotypical is is fascinating. And yes, that is my autism. I spent my autism to try to understand the mind of a neurotypical because no neurotypical person would try to understand the mind of a neurotypical. What does that even mean? What am I even saying? Because I tried to investigate the dynamic. Because I have a lot of friends who. Okay, this is something that is actually quite surprising for me. But as I grow older, I started to realize there are neurotypical. I started to get neurotypical friends. You give an example of neurotypical stupidity. Sapphires is the beginner of autism. Okay. But I have a few neurotypical friends, and that I was finally able. So, like talking to them, I was finally able to really understand like their mindset. Here in Brazil, gang and sex traffickers are a serious problem. Yeah, that's also a thing here, I guess. It's not as bad, I guess. But how do I put it? Like, if you go to if you meet like actual if you talk to a person neutrally, you start to realize a lot. So obviously, for a law banning organized crime, yeah, that's how that works. Uh, let me. I'm gonna finish my thought process here. But when you talk to a lot of neurotypical person on equal grounds, you realize they kind of think the same way you do in a different priority. But organized crime is already banned. That does nothing. Geez. See, here's the thing. Um, Delta, here's the thing. There's a different thing here that is what we call theater. Politics has always what politics has always been. Politics has always been theater. It has never. It was nothing of like. It doesn't matter if you're neurotypical or neurodivergent. You will, you are susceptible to the theater, and that is a form of the theater. It's not really a neuro. I can bet you that if you can probably find like a few autistic people that probably has the same like thought process with that shit. Like okay. I think a lot of people. Yeah, it's something you only describe as emotional posture. Yeah. I will say definitely something definitely Delta is we I think like a lot of modern like not I'm not saying like modern now like the modern neurodivergent movement, which is good, which is still good by the way, I still definitely support it. We need to get over ourselves. We're not that smart. We're not that superior, if that makes sense. Okay, like I kinda understand why, neurodivergent people have been more like, congregating together, gathering together, which is fine. But can we include neurotypical person in the conversation as well? Because the problem is like I think like we are too proud of our autism. We're approaching a point that we are so proud of our autism that we are scared to that we are kind of like, have like lifting ourselves up to a point where we don't deserve, if that makes sense. And I just realized that this conversation is going into a direction I probably should not really go because it is starting to go into the world of controversial. Whoa, stubbornness is a poison infecting us. It's the problem. Yeah, exactly. It's the, it's the, it's the normalization of your own community, which is fine. But how do I put this? Normalization and exceptionalism are two different things. You don't normalize your thing by cutting out everything else. You normalize a thing by introducing your thing to other things. I feel like a lot of things that we do now is we try to cut off like um we try to cut off our people like what people think is we try to cut off like what other people think. I will and another thing is I genuinely of course there is also the conversation of well the neurotypical people, that's what neurotypical are doing to us, they are isolating us and not allowing us to have our space. But if we isolate them, then they'll understand less, and then then our shit will never be normalized, and shit will always be bad, I guess. I think it's a whole other thing to celebrate neurodivergence, but at the same time, it's different to think that neurodivergent is somehow really, really bad, really, really good or something. It's not really. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that exists. And I think the one thing with every single community, every single like movement of like like whether it be like LGBT stuff or neurodivergence, you know, yeah, autism under the community is LARPing. Yeah, the gatekeeping is so bad, I would say. Autistic gatekeeping is kind of annoying at this point. The main problem of including new entities in our conversation is that cannot communicate in any way we can comprehend. No, that's the thing, and that's okay. You know, because if you want neurotypicals to not be weird with you, even though they can't comprehend you, you must first not be weird with them because you cannot comprehend them. It's the same. It's the same kind of dynamic here. You're asking them to do what you would do to you're asking them to do what you're doing to them what you want them to do to you. It's I think that's uh your grandpa has a master level in these cars for goodness sakes. Yeah, it's It's exactly, but that's the point. It's like even though they had some anything worthwhile to say, they don't think about it. Yeah, see, that's the problem here, though. They have worthwhile things to say. If you actually listen and try your best to understand, that's something I think a lot of like modern communities, like modern movements, really lack. Yes, you're fighting for your community, you're fighting for your rights, but but at the same time, other people still exist and you probably should listen to them. And yeah, they most certainly do. Okay, my brother, I want to call my brother the most neurotypical person, but my brother, I was telling my brother is not neurotypical, but he's the at exactly the middle point between like neurodivergent and neurotypical. Like he can engage in conversation with neurodivergence, but his lifestyle is very neurotypical. In that makes sense. Like he has neurotypical neurodivergent interest, but then he has a lifestyle that's very typical, basically. Yeah, a bit hard to get allies with gatekeeping. That don't gatekeep. And like when I talk to my brother, I sometimes hear sometimes it's just like the idea that things don't need a reason to exist, That's something that's something I think a lot of neurodivergent people, because we think too much about a certain topic, we fail to see like some things that are just inherent, I guess. Inherently nice or bad, whatever it is. We kind of fail to do that. And when you speak to neurotypical people, you suddenly how do I put this? If you speak to the right neurotypical person, the kind that isn't an asshole, basically, you learn to appreciate life a bit, if that makes sense. You learn to appreciate the beauty a bit of life a bit. That's my experience. And as I said, I have a few neurotypical friends, and I have one of my better friends, who's been with me the longest, is actually very incredibly neurotypical. I told them I talked to them many times, like I'm trying to comprehend like why they do the things they do. I still don't understand. Like to this day, I don't understand why he does the things he do. But maybe it's another one. That sounds like talking about fucking like, relationships and shit. But yeah, so talking to them, you start to realize like it's not that they don't want to take that still stuff. It's once again our priorities are different. Lots of friends. No comments on the French. No comments on the French. But our priorities are completely different, if that makes sense. Like my priorities are, gaming, not gaming, I guess. Signs like, oh, this says I don't know how to I can't read that angle. It's it's a relationship, it's not yeah. But in a sense, like I don't understand because my that friend, he really likes spending money. He really likes the idea of having money or having authority. He likes those ideas, which I completely cannot understand. I'll be real. I cannot comprehend his I can barely comprehend his priorities. But you can see like when he gets his priorities straight, he does a lot of stuff better than like I like she's able to come. Oh, those are the worst. No, it's just the thing. Yeah, you think those are the worst, right? That friend, even though, hey, I don't have money, right? He doesn't see me as a he doesn't see me as like a peasant or something. He actually likes to talk to me. He actually thinks I am a very intelligent person, and he likes to listen to my advice. He likes to listen to and I have helped him with a lot, dealing with a lot of issues by showing my perspective. Many people liking authority such as no, but yeah, that's the thing. I by showing my perspective on authority, like how because he was really like struggling with his work environment because he was a higher rank than some of his coworkers, and then he wants to show some authority to them in their job, which is normal, which is something sad. I know, like, I don't like it, but then that's how jobs work. That's also why I have phobia on jobs. Partially, if you're hiring, you have to have authority. But yeah, but he asked me like, oh, I don't know why they don't want to listen to me. I'm like, hey, maybe try thinking about what they want. Like, you know, these people are like this guy is like this, they have these kind of thoughts. They are not actually, they don't actually care about this, but they care about this. And like, when I explained to him like the neurodivergent way of seeing people, I guess, he kind of got it, and he was able to convince his coworkers to do stuff better, in a more healthier way. And I get to see like, oh yeah, like authority can be good. Like that's why you want to be a judge, authority, just so no authorities can be asked. So that's why like authority can be good. I like it helps you get things done sometimes. So to say that, also, by the way, I have a comment. Well, sorry, I ignored you because I was halfway through the conversation. But to ignore like the neurotypical concern, just because like, oh, they don't seem like high level. That's stupid. Not high level is a matter of perspective. You think this is high level, yeah, sure, but we are, but you know, just being uh for them, you're just an idiot thinking about like completely unimportant things that have no merit whatsoever. Yeah, you understand the value of discipline and organizational capacity. I know you understand that. I'm not saying that. But that's the thing. We understand that on a technical level. Yeah, but do we understand it? Does that mean we understand it? Can you show authority? You know how to show authority? Understanding the idea of authority and actually understanding what authority means is two different things. Oh yeah, you understand why discipline is important. Are you disciplined? What does it mean to be disciplined? Do you know that? It's something you don't understand the value of treating me like some kind of king just because you're in charge. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm not saying that. Uh I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. See, you're bored. Oh, listen to me yap then, I guess. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like authority, or like, oh, like respect is given like really. That's a different thing. How do I put this? That kind of action is not exclusive to neurodivergent or neurotypical. You see a lot of like autistic people who are so full of themselves that they think that they are the greatest in the universe, and then like, everyone else is beneath me, and they do the same thing as like this kind of king shit just because they're good at something. It's it's coordination about too many cooks to split a soup. Someone has decided, yeah, exactly, exactly. So and that has nothing to do with neurotypical and neurodivergence. That's just people. And some people are some people are assholes. Neurotypical or divergent or not, you have some assholes. That's nothing to do with how. That's just how you try to argue about how to make the soup needs no soup and dishes. I know exactly. I know. You're talking about assholes. Assholes can be neurodivergent and assholes can be neurotypical. They can be anything. There is assholes can be trans, assholes can be gay, assholes can be anything. What? And they can be straight, and then they can be cis. They can be literally anything. So yeah, you you can't really if you associate like neurotypical people with asshole. I'll be honest. I think you have to be a. I'm just hearing bro talk about asshole, but if you relate neurotypicalness with asshole, I genuinely think you need to reevaluate that. I genuinely think you need to talk to more people, I guess. I know telling autistic and ADHD people to talk to people is incredibly hard, but there are lessons to learn. There are definitely lessons learned. Just because someone's in charge of it doesn't mean you're better than grunts. No, yeah, and I know. I'm not saying that. No, people don't think that either. Like, okay, my friend that does that because my friend is an asshole. Is partially an asshole. He doesn't do that to me though, so I'm fine with it. He does that with his coworkers, which I'm like, okay, whatever. He doesn't do that with me, so whatever. But okay, my brother is someone who's very good at organizing, very good at in charge, being in charge, and he's not an asshole. And like I said, like, my brother is really it's like not he's not really neurotypical, but not neurodivergent, like not fully neurodivergent either. And especially in terms of like leading and like taking on like these more responsible roles, he's I always say he needs more neurotypical than neurodivergent personally. That's just what I would say. But then uh, whenever there is to remember to tell them to wash their clothes with you, girl. They may be waiters, but you are still the superior as a chef. Your kitchen is all your kitchen is all your relationships. See? Yeah, exactly. Mango gets it. Mango gets it. There is like that relationship. I am see. This is the thing. I'm actually terrified about jobs because I am terrified of this. That's what you mean by understand the value of coordination and authority. Yeah, I know you understand that, but you should not. But you should not relate neurotypical with abuse of power, with abuse of relationships, with abuse of dynamics. Yes, neurotypical people probably don't think about the dynamic. But that doesn't mean they automatically abuse it. That doesn't mean they automatically take it for granted. We like to analyze dynamics because that's how we work. We like to analyze like how things connect to each other. Like a neurotypical person might not understand the value of coordination and authority. They just know that it works, so they do it. But that doesn't mean they're an asshole. Because the job market is funny when you playfully throw the relationship and ruffle. That's the thing I'm scared of. You think I, here's the thing, relationships and dynamics are scary to me, okay? Because I feel like, oh my god, I need to manipulate the dynamic. Does that mean I'm a bad person? Fuck's sakes. Hold on. Fucking, there you go. Uh, fucking, uh, damn, faster, Twitch bot. By the way, there's power in there's power in being a decent man. Exactly. Being a good person is also a form of power. It's also a form of dynamic. Gotta close the stream, your friend is calling, okay, do it. Just doing it means doing it critically. Okay. Actually, no. This is one thing I learned from another friend. Was that person is so neurotypical that he's that person is so fucking neurotypical that I cannot comprehend him. Okay, bye bye boat. Yeah, that friend is so neurotypical that we actually get into fights. Like, okay, he doesn't understand law of dynamics. But he's never worse at comprehending how to work and doing it based on that. No, no, trust me. I have a friend who's amazing at doing stuff, but he doesn't understand the dynamic of what he's doing. Sometimes he says stuff that is completely stupid. Like completely like just like no, that's not how the dynamic actually works. You're just completely messing it up. He doesn't understand it. But then when he actually does it, when he's actually in the role, he's a god. He's a master at organizing, master at planning, master at being a leader, basically. People respect him. People he has a little bit of like self righteousness, which is not that good, but everyone has their weaknesses. But my point is you don't need to do something extremely critically to do it well. Yes, doing it critically is one of the ways to do it well, but it's not the only way. To analyze something so deeply sometimes can spoil the idea. Some things are not meant to be analyzed too deeply. Some things are meant to be taken simply. Things like, once again, if you analyze too deeply into life itself, then life has no meaning. Because in the end, like if you're you see if you're an atheist, in the end, life is just a couple of cells trying to propagate for some fucking reason. Probably none. But if you think of it less, it's just like being, an experience and, a fun experience, then life becomes a lot better. So it is it's not saying that you should not think critically. It's well, you were thinking critically. He is not. You can tell him the criticalness. Maybe it'll help him. Maybe it will not. But it's a different approach. You have your approach. The like the neurotypical person has its approach. This motherfucker who has no definition or no label has his approach. I have my approach. You have your approach. Everyone has different approaches. It's very important to. I think it's very important to respect everyone's approaches. To at least try your best to understand what their approach is, how that dynamic grows. What I understand, and I understand what I'm saying here is like not something that the neurotypical people can usually say about us, but it doesn't matter. They have their own thing. We just need to normalize ourselves so that they don't see us as, as a negative thing. They just see us as, oh, you people exist and and that's just normal. That's the point. The point is to be normal. The point isn't to be exceptional. The point is, neurodivergence should be just, it should be as celebrated as, being normal, I guess. Damn, I'm not used to being the, fucking educator of the room. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I fi- uh, 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 what have I become? Uh, uh, uh. See, this is the problem. Like, I am fully confident in what I'm saying here, but then the moment I start to realize, wait, I'm actually being a good. I can't fucking fluster and I want to kill myself. Especially when I can't follow my own fucking advices. Eh, 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 eh. Guys, I think you need to. Uh, are you guys shocked that I said something actually probably intelligent and meaningful? I can't believe I just said that. I genuinely can't fucking believe. I love giving out advice and not. I know, right? I do that so much. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at actually following my own advice. It's like it's genuinely one of my worst traits, I think. To give out advice and not follow my own advice. Because okay, I'm excellent at that's the thing. Like, oh yeah, you're excellent at observing the dynamic. Do you know what to do with it? Oh, I know the dynamics of neurotypical and neurodivergent people. So, do I know what to do with it? Other than just yapping about it in front of an audience an audience on camera? No, I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know what to do. Like I can say all of this stuff, but then when I actually become an actual leader and I need to tell people to do things, tell neurotypicals or even neurodivergent people to do things. All of a sudden, everything becomes. I know the dynamic. The dynamic should be this, but I'm not. Why am I not doing it? Why? It makes no sense. It's it's different. Meanwhile, someone who doesn't think, they're probably like, "Oh yeah, just do that. Just do this. Why are you thinking so hard? Just do." Is Delta still here? Is he still listening? Or have I completely destroyed Delta's brain? I feel like I completely destroyed Delta's brain. It's over. Delta's dead. Delta couldn't comprehend. Delta couldn't comprehend the neurotypical. Oh no. uh, yeah, yeah. I used to hear. Okay. You're crying. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We all have our experiences. We all have our. But one thing I definitely learned, even though I don't like, talking to people, it is, especially neurotypical people, I don't like talking to them either. But there is much to learn. Much to learn, there is. You okay? Are you okay, Delta? Honestly, you fine? Are you No, but genuinely, are you okay? Listen, it's fine. You're not an asshole. You're not a good. And everyone. And yeah. Okay. Another thing. You know, we have our weak. Everyone has their weaknesses. I guess you're. No. Kinda. Okay. It's fine. Yeah. I don't. I don't have. I don't have IRL hands. I don't have hands on my VTuber model, so I can't give you. I can't give you a head pat. But if you if you if I had imagine I have hands and I'm giving you a head pat there, it's just you're there. It's you'll be fine. You'll be okay. It's and don't worry. There's plenty of time for to there's plenty of time for you to learn or even not even learn. There's plenty of time to for you to you know make mistakes. I guess. I understand. I do that too. Once again. This is an advice I cannot fucking follow myself. Mistakes are headpad for Delta. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Headpad for Delta. Is that a neuro? Is that a fucking neuro somehow? Emote? Yeah, it'll be okay, Delta. It's fine. I understand. It's like uh, there are moments where I get a lot more stressed when when I am talking about when I'm talking to neurotypicals as well. But I like to think that that's not all of them. I like to think that that's just that one guy who's a specific idiot who I want to murder. Not like an entire. No, it's not. I feel like nothing. Okay, this is something I realized that I think a lot of people are terrible at, especially just assholes. I guess if you have bad experience of something of someone, I should say, there's absolutely no reason for you to associate that person with his entire. It doesn't matter if it's race or sexuality or neurotypical neurodivergence. People are just so fuck. This is a and this is a human thing because we have humans have pattern recognition. When you see this thing equals negative and something is similar to this thing, even though it has nothing to do with your brains, which is what actually matters here. You think, oh, this thing must be the same as this thing. It is a skill, but also it is a thing. They're just trying to they're saying neurotypicals place so much emphasis on common sense, they fail to see how one thing is counterintuitive. No, it is. No, that's the thing. Uh, we place so much. We place so much emphasis on the counterintuitive of the world. We fail to see the wonder. We uh, and we fail to see the beauty of common sense. The beauty of so think about it. And that's the thing. We see the intricacies of the thing and we think that it is our gospel and it cannot be contradicted as well. Like common sense doesn't work because it's yes, I understand. Common sense is so like a lot of like people who do common who say that's the thing. A lot of people who say common sense aren't actually saying common sense. They're saying bad things, but there are still common sense. There are still like even for and there are still like and how do I put this? The counter the it's once again it's about priority. You prioritize your intuition more, but they prioritize their instincts. But but it's just wrong to say that they do not have intuition. They do have intuition. They probably have an equal amount of intuition as you. They probably, if they actually spend time prioritizing it, then they'll probably have the same ability to process things as process things you do. It's just they don't do that. Same reason why you don't instinctually why neurodivergent the instincts of neurodivergent people are typically dog shit because our instincts are terrible. Our instincts we don't prioritize it. We don't see it as something important to us or something that's normal to us, just as it's the same thing. No, no, it's not about usefulness. It's not about usefulness. It's about priority. There's nothing about usefulness here. Everything is equally useful and equally useless. But to them, well, all they have is a hammer. If you have a nail, you need like a giant ass fucking contraption to fucking nail it. Just use a fucking hammer. So everything's like a common sense nail. Well, everything is like so for us, everything is like a super hyper complicated multiple math structure, even though it's just 1 plus 1. Do you understand? Do you understand like the idea here? It's not about the ham. It's not about the nail. It's about the hammer. Some things are nails. Yeah, some things are nails. Some things are not. We, other things are your favorite. Exactly. People who, how do I put this? To say that how do I put this? Yes, neurotypical people will see a lot of things as hammer because that's the common sense. But to say that they will abuse the hammer and just knock everything, that's not neurotypical. That's assholes. That's people who see something and don't want to see the responsibility, the idea behind the thing. They and it's not the, and a lot of that's another thing. That's another thing I think you're mistaken here. It's honestly don't bash them. But the thing is, there are neurotypicals that if they accidentally, let's say they saw it, your figure as a nail and they bashed it, then they bashed it accidentally. They will say sorry. They will realize, oh wait, oh shit, I think I have. I'm not saying all of them are like this, but there are definitely a lot of neurotypicals, and I think these are actually the majority more than the minority that would knock on your hand and say sorry. Oh shit, I didn't realize that was your hand. I better reshape my approach. I better I better pay attention to these things that are, if whether these things are a nail or not, because there are because what I'm saying is priorities. Our priorities are, hyper complicated bullshit. But sometimes when we do hyper complicated bullshit, we also fail to see, oh shit, that's just a nail. We spent 2 hours doing something that's completely useless. We also failed that. That's something we fail at. The point isn't the problem isn't when the problem isn't when you know the hammer and the hyper complicated machine doesn't matter. What matters is when after you fuck up with it, after you realize it's a nail, or after you hit someone's finger, you admit your mistakes and say, "Oh yeah, I should probably pay attention to that. I should probably look at that more. I should probably train myself to be better, have better instincts for us. And then for neurotypicals, I should probably think about it more before I do it. It's not they don't. It's You can't just loop them up together and say, oh, all neurotypicals will just see everything as a hammer and just knock everything. Yeah, they have a tendency to see everything as a hammer, but looking at everything as a. But that doesn't mean they don't have the ability to be careful. And they can say the same thing about us. They can say, "Oh, you're seeing everything as hyper complicated shit. Oh, you're just gonna waste everyone's time all the time." That's not true. After a while, after wasting some people's time, you start to learn. Oh yeah, we need to approach this nicely. We need to approach this. This is a brute force thing. It's easy to point out what you know the uniqueness of a person and use that as a reason to justify your own values, I guess. It's easy to do that, but it's harder to realize your similarities. What part of you are the same? And the same part is, although we are doing different things, we all make the same fucking mistakes. We are all stupid. We are all equally stupid because we all make mistakes. It's it's the idea of knowing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses and knowing how to compensate for it. Neurotypical people are strong at this. They're strong at nailing. So, if you are given if you need to give them tasks, give them nails. If you give them the giant ass hyper complicated thing and they will treat it as they will treat it as a nail and knock it, yes. But if that neurotypical person is smart, they will see that it's a hyper complicated thing and say, nope, I'm not good for this. I cannot nail this. I have to get someone else to help me. Same goes for us. We can spend 2 hours on looking at the nail, or we can say that's just a nail. I'm not built to nail stuff, and we get a neurotypical to help us. The same thing. It's really head. By the way, Delta, I'm not saying this as a thing. Like, I'm not like critiquing you. I feel like because I genuinely, I just feel like this is a thing. Yeah, this is a thing that a lot of people in general have problems with neurotypicals and neurodivergent alike. We like to see the differences, but we don't actually see the similarities. We like to see that uh, we're built to nail stuff. Job. But we like to see the differences. We don't like to see the similarities. We like to see that, oh, this is what they do different to us. They see everything as me. But we don't see they don't see that we also fuck up. We also fuck up. They fuck up. We fuck up. Everyone fucks up. And no one's perfect. No one's fucking perfect. It's the it's what you do after you fuck up that matters. Do you blame people when you fuck up? You stand for the community or do you blame other people or do you own up to it? Or do you realize, oh yeah, I'm bad at this. Or oh yeah, I should probably get help, or I should cope with this other way. It's when you it's when you force a diff it's when you force like if you think, oh, you think a neurotypical person has a problem, they need to think the same way as us. That's when it becomes a problem. The same thing because that's what they do to us. They see us not treating things like nails. They see us overcomplicating stuff, and they think that is a bad thing. So they want to change us to be like them. That's when it becomes a problem. That's humility. No, yes, it is humility. Exactly. Humility is not uh neurotypical or neurodivergent thing. It's a human thing. Everyone has something or like that. We don't be angry at who they are and try to turn them into something they're not. Because that's exactly what they're doing to us. You understand? We don't want to we show them a better path, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like there's no point in we're just doing to them what they do to us. And we are gonna fucking lose in that battle because we have lower numbers. So don't try to turn them. There's nothing to turn. It's just some people confuse humanity. Oh, exactly. But that has nothing to do with neurodivergency or neurotypicalness. Let's be honest here. Everyone has egos. You like neurodivergent people have fucking shitty ass egos, especially about their things. And like true even exactly. And neurotypical people also sometimes have like egos in their in their authority in their way of life. This is all just ego. Everyone has egos. Egos in the way they do stuff, egos in life, egos in their priorities. But it is but the what marks for me a good person is a person who is able to see where his what's the word I'm looking for here? Um the person who was able to see past his ego. Ah yes. A person who was able to see that, oh, I have an ego about this. And this is something I care about, but maybe he doesn't. That is what I think is and it doesn't and this can happen in very simple ways. You can say, like, "Oh my god, only neurodivergent people can think so deeply about." No, that's absolutely not true. A neurotypical person can see it by instinct. Oh yeah, this is not something I should do. Simple as that. Why? I don't know. I just think so. That's how they would say it. Why is that a thing they shouldn't do? I don't know. I just think this is not something I should do. This doesn't feel right. That's what they would say. And for me would say exactly what I just said just now. The 2 hours, the entire 30 minutes of yapping what I said. That's what I would say. But a neurotypical person would just say, because I shouldn't do that. That's bad. That's not good. There is something beautiful about the simplicity of someone without analyzing things 500 pages deep and just be able to say, yeah, it's bad, you know? Oh, guys, since when did I become the smart and reasonable person? Uh, I'm not used to this. I'm usually the idiot. Why am I the smart and reasonable person today? We're fine, like we just say, we all fuck up and so on. Exactly. Humility, it's fine. It's fine. This is a thing. Yeah, yeah, it's not that bad, honestly. You just treat this as you hitting a finger. You know? Oh, you hit a finger. Let me not hit a finger anymore. Let me change my approach. It's literally nothing. It's literally nothing. You didn't bash you didn't bash anyone's things intentionally, okay? It's fine as long as you didn't do it intentionally, that's fine. It's the problem when people bash like a million fingers and then they're like, no, 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 no. The fingers the fingers are wrong, not me. They shouldn't be doing this. No, you bashed a million fucking fingers. Shut the fuck up. You're amazing though. The fact that you are able to feel humility, like to feel like you learned something, that is, you see, you're not simple minded in a non negative way, simply described. Exactly. Yes. It's simple doesn't mean bad. Simple just, it's just simple. A simple thing is beautiful. A simple thing can be amazing. It doesn't have to be, hyper complicated. I I love hyper complication much as the next autistic guy, but yeah, there's something beautiful about something that's so simple that it just clicks. Exactly the fact that you are able to see this, that means you're better than the people you fear. You know, you're better than the people. I understand where you're coming from though. It is you're definitely coming from fear, and I definitely understand that fear because I kind of used to it. It's something that I also have to deal with a lot. Neurotypical is just ignoring our concerns and thinking that they are somehow this paragon of virtue. And usually, and yeah, the sad thing to say is, uh, guy, gal, whatever. It's just guy gender neutral. Okay, guy gender neutral. Fuck you. You mentioned no. I mean guy. I said like gender neutral guy. I didn't even mean guy can be gender neutral. Screw you. But yeah. In the but but yeah, it's because yeah, they have more numbers, they have more power. The power dynamic is sadly in their favor. So it is a lot easier for us to realize that for us. It is a lot easier for them to be an asshole and get away with it than it is for us. That is the truth here. That is the one part that I have to agree that I don't like about a lot of neurotypicals because sometimes they're rewarded for their assholeness, but always Fargus okay. But yeah, sometimes they get away with the assholeness. That's the part I don't like. They get they get away with it. A lot of times they get away with it. It's something I don't like, something that I personally find offensive, and I guess I talked about it on the Discord a few times how I get angry because they don't understand me, and then they do very bad things to me, and then uh, well, kind of get away with it. That I don't like. That is terrible. That's the part I think it's bad. But I don't. sum it up to every single neurotypical people. I just sum it up to neurotypical assholes. But then I also hate neurodivergent assholes just equally the same because they are also assholes. How do I put this? That's a rule of thumb I like to do. If someone is a bad person, he's a bad person. It's not a bad. It's not his group is a bad person. Bad are his group are bad people. It's him, and it's people like him. Not people like him. That people who not people like him. People who allow him to get away with being bad. That's bad. And that has nothing to do with your identity, how you are, who you are. That is a matter of how you choose to be a person, how you see others around you. Doesn't matter if you are neurotypical, you're dumb, you're smart, you are. Doesn't matter what race you are. Doesn't matter what what gender you are. If you see someone as inherently inferior, you see someone as inherently a problem, then because of certain characteristics, then I hate you. Not really hate you, but then I don't, and you're not willing to change. That's not a requirement. You're not willing to change. You're not willing to see stuff in a different perspective. I guess that's not important stuff. Willing to see stuff in a different perspective. Neurotypicals can see stuff in an aura. And yeah, a woman hit my car, therefore woman's like, yeah, exactly. Because, thank you, person. But it's the same idea because, like, I this is a thing that okay that's no that's politics and I'm not gonna I'm trying to associate this with neurodivergence because that's less political, but this can be said a lot. And this is what I see in a lot of political spaces, especially those that I am a part of. I sometimes am ashamed of the irony that a lot of my community would do. They would hate that people are trying to change them, or that people are trying to change them, people are trying to eliminate them. But then they do the same thing. They try to eliminate the once they get the smallest shred of power, they do the same thing, and they give reason for the enemy to get rid of us, the opposite side to get rid of us. I feel like if you do that, you are not just worse than them. Congratulations, you just no. I'm not talking. I'm not gonna go. I'm not going to. I don't want to get. I don't want to get canceled or something. I don't want to. You know. Yeah, everyone's more similar. Yeah, well, yes, there's special issues. But it's in a sense that you just gave them a reason to be angry at us. We're trying. The That's not normalizing. If you give them a reason to be angry at us, then that's not normalizing. Normalizing is to make it so that everyone is peaceful. Just to see that, yeah, we exist. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We're not getting rid of us. And that's okay. We're not gonna fuck with you either. But if you, but it's of course it was there's also like self defense arguments where like, oh, they fuck with us, we fuck with them, that kind of thing. But that's a whole other thing. But I will say, I will try, personally, I feel like at the very least, you have to try to not do that. You say the lips try to silence you and wait, I'm the lips. Oh god. Oh god, I'm trying to silence myself. Ah, come like a waterfall. Hold on, give me a second. I need to get some water. That's a lot of that's something I see in a lot of political sphere. That they want to get rid of the other, but that they cannot. Okay, they want to fight for their equality, but they cannot see that what they're doing is calling themselves like this gatekeep. It's not normalized. In the moment you gatekeep, you're not normalizing. The moment you think this group is not deserving of us, That's not normalized. You have just you're liberal, wrong. You're I don't want to say. I don't. I. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna make this clear. I'm more like democratic socialist, I guess. I've talked about. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm doing. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Okay. But of course, like I like to engage in other like conversations as well. I don't see you know revolutionaries as inherently bad. I don't see revolution. I don't agree with a lot of stuff, but I don't see them as bad, and I don't see them as terrible or anything. The only people I think that are inherently bad are fascists, and that's because they refuse to do everything I just said just now. They refuse to accept. They refuse to see stuff differently. They refuse, and for me, it's you have to be very, you have to be really really bad at the things I just said for you to even be considered like a fascist to me. And I should not, and I should stop talking. Holy fuck! This is see, this is the oh my god! I hate sometimes I hate my ADHD because I genuinely can't stop talking. Well, it's like I'm in that zone right now. I'm in like the yapping zone. So I can't stop talking about certain stuff, and now I'm easily very easily baited. Thank you. What the fuck? You can't believe this need to throw money at this poor Vargas YouTube channel. Oh no! Thank you. Oh my god. And can I just say, Jenny? Can I just say, this is a very enjoyable time. Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. You know, as I said, I have my egos. Being the smartest person in the room sometimes, it feels okay. Being the smartest person in the room. Yes, yes, yes. Fuck you guys. I'm better than you guys. No, I don't. Of course, I don't need it. But still, This was a genuinely very fun conversation. Holy shit! I can and will slowly puppeteer you into becoming a political. Oh no, quoted. Delta, that requires me to be in the ADHD induced yapping zone. I'm not always in that ADHD induced yapping zone, Delta. Yeah, holy fuck, this stream is great. This has been a great fucking stream. Like, unironically, this has been amazing. This has been an amazing stream. It's actually genuinely so fun. I actually, I feel like I actually, this is exactly what I want to like to do on stream. Talking about these kind of stuff, and to like point out like intellectually point out like stuff, and you bring a bit of and for once in my stream, bring actual positivity. Holy fuck! I cannot believe this is possible. Instead of bringing trauma dumping and negativity, I actually brought positivity. What the fuck? This is not possible. I should be the trauma dumping depressed streamer. Why am I positive now? The fuck? It's over. My identity is gone. I'm a different person now, apparently. What were you saying again? How are you? Fuck you. Why am I smartest? Fuck you. I'm not falling for that. You're not gonna stroke. It's not stroking my ego. It's if I am in the ADHD mood and and you engage with me with something intellectually, I cannot stop them. I cannot stop at uh I cannot stop talk about it. You don't just bait me by saying that. That's like amateur hour, man. Oh god, I'm having a headache now. This is such a good fucking stream. I'm like genuinely so happy. I'm like genuinely so happy for everything I said today. Just it's genuine. I should genuinely make a video of this stream and try to like summarize all of my try to like summarize the takes and stuff. Because I don't think it's like cancelable. Like, I mean, like, yeah, this is, and if people want to engage with it, I do actually like to see, like, what people, like, if people disagree with what I'm saying, I do want to see it, you know? You made that to be complicated. Yeah, fair. But I do want to, I am also curious, like, oh, do people would think, differently in this? Last time you catch me off guard, oh God. Listen, I'm a lot more careful when I'm streaming, okay? I'm a lot more careful. If you catch me doing the IRL, I give no fucks. I have in multiple times got into trouble because I gave too little fucks. But also, yeah, thank you, person, though. Holy fuck. You have so many cash now that you're working 5 days to 4 days. Yes, underestimating you. I'm not underestimating you. I am, I am, I am, I am trying to, I am trying to dissuade you from doing it. I'm not underestimating you. I'm trying, I'm hoping in a vague attempt, that maybe I could scare you into not doing it, which is stupid, but I did it, but I tried anyway, so yeah. uh, how the, you guys need to get me into this state. Because I, I go from a shit streamer suddenly into becoming the most like, uh I go from a shit streamer who talks about the same thing over and over again to someone who actually brings good points. I cannot believe that's possible. Wow. Uh Let me show my ego a bit, okay? Let me be happy with myself. I'm never happy with myself. I'm depressed, okay? Let me be happy with myself. I'm finally happy with myself today. Yeah, I actually said something good. And I know later when I'm going to sleep, I'm like, wait, should I have said that? I'm gonna have like a whole anxiety thing of, should I have said that? I probably should have said that. Oh no, oh no, am I a hypocrite? Oh no, I can't even do any of these stuff. Am I, it's gonna, what does it mean about me? Ah. But yeah, I wanna say, even like I am not infallible. Sometimes I will make the same mistakes I preach, and yeah, that's not good. Trying to fix it, but it's not good. Not always make good points. Really? Do I know? To try being depressed one more time, you're gonna get it. Oh, okay. Oh god, is that evil? Oh, yeah, that's evil. The evil bonk. You can't person, you're not threatening depression only, threatening, no depression only strengthens depression, right? You do know how that works, right? Oh, it's 4. Oh, and I also probably should get a bit of rest. Um, yeah, ooh, my lung capacity today is crazy. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys want to see me yap about stupid things and probably things that are terrible more, no, but you want to see me, talk about stuff, actually be more intelligent probably next time. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be happy. But you want to see me be more, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Holy fuck, you took my, oh shit, go take your mess, don't take your mess, take your mess. That reminds me, I also have a ticket. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Watch, uh, you can't risk overdoing it. Oh, oh yeah, that's the worst. That's the fucking worst. When you forget if you have taken it or not. But yeah, if you wanna see more, if you wanna hear more of my stupid dumbasses takes, join my Discord. Uh, and if you think, so there's 50% chance you want to Sudoku tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I know how that feels. I had that feeling also. For oh yeah, and if you want to, and if you think, my takes are very good, be like person and give me money. Um, Oh god. I'm too egotistical now for my own good. Look what you guys have done to me. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching and it's fine. Probably one day is probably fine. That's at least it sucks for like a day, but it's really fine. Just try to control yourself, I guess. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next stream, probably at Minecraft again. And I'll probably not be as intelligent during that time. Yeah. Bye. Bye.